Great to have something coming off the bench for you like that. Rickards, here comes the spark.
Y'all know what it is, man. DJ the boy, we live in the Capital City Classic. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all make sure y'all check out the concession stand. I got candy $2 for $1, let she get it. Shouts out to Congressman Al Lawson in the building, man. Came back this city from DC. One time my mama lost her. One time my cheerleaders in the building.
nice. Chicken. Oh, that chicken. I need that's what we about. That was their most successful defense tonight. Henry scored. Not often you get a layup off of the just doesn't happen. Good shot, George! First basket. 14-32. Rickards up by 18. That was a touch foul. He reached out number 3, contact. Oh, Michael Jordan move. It was that.
Number 0 barrel.
And we are back.
Marks at the line. Shooting 2. First one is good.
Get the people what they want. Knocks it down, man. This may put them up 20.
He makes it up.
Go,
Russell will be at the line. Shooting 1-1.
Exactly. While they get this confusion straight, we're going to take a break.
Foul on 0. Carroll.
And 0 back.
Facing out number 22.
Who's in the line?
Crimson.
Oh, it's 0 for 2 last time he was at the free throw line. 107 left in a 38-18 round. Right now, the talent in Rickards, Florida High has a field. It should not look like a Boston Celtics. That's what it is.
He makes the first.
I'll be interested to see what Florida High looks like. Let's see what adjustments were made. And sometimes, you know, change of defense, give them a
One more to go.
you win the game 10-8 at one point, running the 2-3, and it actually it confused you.
And he makes the first.
Guys didn't seem like they all were on the same page. And as a result, Rickards kept on putting the pedal to the metal. That's a little one to do.
Foul on number 22, Crimson.
We'll take a break and come back to these 2-3 shots.
Willis at the line, shooting 2.
Back. I just think he has such a bright future.
First one is good.
He doesn't have that confidence.
Game number 11, Dean, reflecting number 3, Henry. Rickards.
He likes to jump loose. That's how shot off in the other way. No up and under the ball. Accurate keep the ball alive.
Foul on number 11, Dean.
Last night,
2 shots for Carroll. One more for Carroll. Foul on number 1, Mike Farland. Tripling will be at the line for Rickards. Game number 4 will be Tiger Jr. Face out Marvel. One. Out of bonus for Grizzly.
well, he had a 21-point lead in the second quarter. Some guys on Rickards' bench
a concession stand. Everything on sale. Turn up, to the stop, to the right, then step to the left, and the cha-cha with your choo, cha-cha with your choo, what's up, what's up? Back, right, left, cha-cha with your right, cha-cha with your left, got now bubble, strictly walk, 75 hop, now, I'm gonna do that dance. Turn up, stop, let's go. Stop to the right, then stop to the left, cha-cha with your now bubble, strictly walk, 75 hop, holla. Back, right, left, and cha-cha with your right, cha-cha with your left, got now bubble, with it, strictly walk, 75 hop, now, I'm gonna do that dance. Let's go. We're gonna go out some more giveaways. If you want a free giveaway, put your hands over there. Let's go. Bring it on back. Let's see my cheerleaders go. What it do? Let's get it. What's going on right now in the Capital City class? One time on me, Ashley. Run it back. See me don't look. Walk. One time or two bad guys in the building. Who's celebrating a birthday, man? You celebrate a birthday, put your hand up. We're in a bit of y'all know what it is, DJ Little Boy. We get ready for the second game. What up? Y'all know what it is, man. What's up? We're gonna turn on the DJ Little Boy. Let's go. Let's go. Where all my ladies at? All my independent ladies, and we got a job. You want to college, put your hand on. What up? Where all my ladies at? You getting money, put your hand on.
all the way up towards the free throw line extended as opposed to being on the block. There's like 2 or 3 inch height. I need all 5 people rebound. If you're not rebounding, you have a body on somebody. Every time I look up at somebody, I'm going to high league. And we'll be back to these free throws. Nobody else is looking at it.
Yeah, let them play. Every possession, just about.
Right, every possession. Good help defense. Way to chase him off the three.
And we got one of those balls that rolled on the floor that they were throwing out.
Coach, is that the ball you had? Is that the one we had up here?
No, that's not the one we had.
We had some of that Lindy from Crawfordville Lindy's hot chicken.
If you don't know, now you know.
Now you know. Now you know.
Yes, sir.
You like that, didn't you?
That was delicious, Coach.
Oh, see.
Compliments to the chef.
Compliments to the chef. Nice crossover. They're not getting open. Actually, Rickards is real soft in that man-to-man. They were not allowing this pass yesterday.
Yeah, they definitely pushed up a little more yesterday. Good finish there from Willis.
Just kind of a turn and score kind of move, not a traditional postman move. That's what I'm looking to see him develop as the season goes on.
Henry with the ball fake.
Yeah, but a bad pass.
Bad pass.
How did Rickards get a...
They got a warning from the bench.
But why would they get a warning when they got the foul call?
Not quite sure.
That was a curious call. That was a curious call. Now, it was a late call. It was an obvious foul, but we've had a lot more contact. I mean, now that's a foul you can't argue, but they've been calling fouls on lighter contact than that. The bench is still chirping over there. And they didn't see what they were asking for, the lob pass under the basket. But that's basketball IQ play there. 3:34 left, 43-27. Rickards on the blowout.
Russell over to Henry.
Oh, he saw that basket.
Yeah, he saw it. He saw it, and he got a little excited and lost the ball.
And lost it. Good pass inside. You had to shot it first.
Oh, Henry with the big block when he turned it over.
They blocked his shot a couple times tonight. Good tip.
And Willis with the put back to the basket. 43-29.
Willis can do that anytime he wants. Once he makes up his mind, he's going to hit the offensive boards. You don't give me the ball as a big man, I'm going to get it up the glass. We got a timeout by Rickards, 43-29. Lead been cut down to 14 points. 2:52 left in the third. We'll be back. And we're back. They're slowly, Florida High, getting back in this.
Yeah, they're trying to creep back into the game. And that was the reason that Coach Bryant called a timeout.
Exactly.
Got it down to 14. There was a 21-point lead at one time. And so obviously he sees the same thing that we see, and sometimes the kids get bored. Lose a little of their intensity and focus into the game, and that's what we're seeing here, I think, Coach.
Well, I can tell you who the most upset people are in the gym right now, and that's the Rickards High bench.
Yeah, because they would have had opportunity to get extended minutes had they been able to grow that 21-point lead to maybe 25, 26, and more.
And now they're like, man, they let them get a little bit closer. We could forget playing tonight.
That's definitely the way that goes. Oh, good steal by Dylan Cargill.
And Rickards is jogging down the floor. It's still two of them on the other side of half court. He's going to shoot this. See, he can get that whenever he wants. Whenever he wants.
Willis missed the putback.
He doesn't know how good he could be yet. Coach Ward has settled into a rotation now. He's played everybody on the bench the first half, and now he's kind of settled down into the rotation that looks like he's going to run with now.
Yeah, Rickards needs to get something going offensively. We haven't really seen a whole lot out of their half-court set here in the second half. Phillip Russell for two.
On that offensive rebound there, he took out of the hands of Willis. He had it, and let him take it from him.
Been very good being able to create points off of the defense, but in the half-court set, they haven't done a whole lot. Step back 3 for Cargill. It's off. Knox with a good rebound.
It wasn't a good shot. He forced that shot.
No, it was not.
He's still feeling himself from a little bit yesterday. And he fouled him up top.
And continue to foul him.
I said continue to foul him. This ball is on the side. INSiiGHTS a B. Right back. And we're here. Boy, it's a heavy discussion going on between the referee and the Rickards bench. As I spoke about going with 5 players, Coach Ward takes 2 out. Somebody yelled, "You suck," up in the stands. And he said, "I said it." Now both referees are looking at the guy. He said, "I said it." He said, "I said it." Now they're trying to get him ejected. They're trying to get him ejected from the game. He got up. Now he's walking out. Fan ejection. That's the first of the season. 1:32 left. 45-29. Missed 3. I need one person to get the outlet pass and everybody else running the floor. 45-29. Nice pass, another nice pass.
Yeah, Willis. They cut down into this lead.
Well, back to 14.
Back
Back to
to 14.
14. They can't exchange baskets with Rickards.
Right.
Back in there.
And that possession right there lends back to what I was saying. Oh, he threw the ball away.
Well, no, the point guard went to the hash mark and then
yeah.
left and came in to get the ball.
That's
so
right.
That's more on the point guard than it is on the big man. The big man can't watch you, and he's not the quarterback. He's supposed to be in one spot.
That possession right there for Rickards lends back to what we were saying in the half-court offense. They haven't really run anything. Looked like it could have went either way on that foul.
Could have went. It was contact, but that's what we've been saying. We like for him to play all the way through it.
Yep.
I don't think they have him back to defend him down there.
Henry with a nice move, spin move, just off the mark.
See, they're denying the outlet pass now. And the point guard was at half court.
Kelvin Dean challenges Willis.
The point guard was at half court. Robinson was at half court, and he was standing over there by the TCC Eagle. We got a foul, and we're shooting 2. INSiiGHTS will be right back. Dean has been a game changer every time he's entered the game, today and yesterday.
He actually has. He brings them some energy.
And he makes an ugly free throw because he just kind of chunked that one.
Coach, is it me or has it just been a ho-hum second half?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I think.
But in slowing it down for a minute there, it allowed them to get back in it. Florida High did a real good job defensively. Limited them to one shot. Then Rickards denied the outlet pass 2 times in a row, and they scored off of it. And we have another discussion. We don't know what the discussion is, but once it's resolved, we'll come back. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We'll take a break. And we're back. They told him he could run the sideline. Rickards in a man-to-man press, 2 men on the point guard.
And they picked up the intensity there in full court here.
They called Anthony that time before he got
carried
away with it.
Major block by Henry. Can he get the dunk on the other end? Oh! Unable to put it down. But you saw it coming a mile away.
You sure
Dean
did.
for three. It's off the mark. Now, I think that's going to end the third quarter. Quick flurry of action.
Wow, now that's how you end it there. At the score of 47-31. At the end of the third, as we get ready for the fourth quarter. It's like high school. Game of the week will be back.
It's going down right now in the Capital City class. Little boy, hold on. Little boy's about to give y'all what y'all paid for. What time of Rickards fans at in the building? What's up? Why my Florida Hawkins? We got the Florida Hawkins in the building. What's up?
But it's good there. And we're back. 47-31. Florida Hawk get a little. Oh, they got 7 fouls. I had this. They're going man to man. They got to pick it up some. People here in the stands talking to Terrion, and he's talking back. He needs to stay concentrated on what he's doing on the court, not in the stands. I should have did a better job denying that entry pass there.
Russell for three. That's off the mark.
Yeah, beat Willis to the ball.
Here comes Florida High running. Willis. And he gets the and one. Count the bucket.
And the basket is good. 47-31. 47-33. We'll come back. Take a break. We'll come back for this free throw. And we're back. Again, this is as close as Florida High can get. 14 points. The third time they've been here in the last few minutes. Conversion down to 3, down to 13 points. What is that? I don't know what that hand signal was there. It looked like a karate chop that went bad. I don't know what that signal was. I don't know what that was.
Just trying to figure out. It looked like a routine inbound and down the court.
I don't know what that was.
A clock issue, maybe?
Oh, they getting a personal battle going here. Terrion can't get caught in that. That's a travel. And a foul.
And Kelvin Dean for 2.
You got to be aggressive getting the ball, Terrion. Way to see the trap. Wait up.
Kai Farland shot off. Florida High still trying to hustle.
They're aggressive.
Doesn't look like they've given up.
They've recovered from being a little bit shell-shocked in the first quarter. And they played them fairly even the second half.
Yep, that's the only problem. It's been fairly even.
Right.
So they've been unable to gain a lot of ground with cutting into the lead.
Kelvin Dean is screaming for the ball down there on the block with Robinson on him. He went over the back to get the rebound. This is 3 shots. Block shot, Willis. That was a turnover coming all the way there.
A lot of hustle.
I need to get it under control.
We gotta go ahead and get the action stopped there.
There we got timeout. Coach Charlie Ward all the way at half court calling the timeout for his team. 49-34, 6 minutes, 37 seconds left, and we'll be back.
You can get a big shit there like in the store.
And we're back. A lot more instruction being given to the little kids doing the cleanup on the floor. Been a long tournament. They're tired now.
Yeah, they tired now. They took a little mustard off of their duties. They've been down there on the spot. I think we saw one slide from the free throw line to half court with his towel the other day.
Coming up on the INSiiGHTS replay on WCTV2 this week, you'll be able to see the instant classic that we had between Daytona Mainland and Atlanta High School that went to triple overtime. Coach Earl Hankerson.
That was a great game.
Called it an instant, what'd you call it?
Instant classic.
Yeah. Triple overtime. Close to 3,000 people in the gym to watch that one. Two very good basketball teams. I don't like the offensive runs where you leave him with the ball by himself at the top. They're going to trap him. You can't run that offense with him, and not against Rickards and the way they're trapping the ball.
Yep, and he is he's going to have substitution.
5 fouls on number 2 Young.
Otis Young. He got 5 fouls, but that can't be correct.
Rickards is not agreeing with that call at all.
I don't think that's correct.
And in fact, now it looks like they're sending both teams to the sideline. And this is interesting to see how this one unfolds here. He's left the game and gone to the sideline. Looks like they have an official timeout, but this was not a call that Rickards agreed with at all. You can't tell really what's going on. It's 49-34. Right now, that's probably a position that Rickards will not be hurt much by losing him. He brings the senior leadership, but the spark at that point guard spot is coming off the bench. So I think that they can weather this storm a little bit without it and a 15-point lead. We had that physical play earlier inside with Derek Shaw. He's had a seat over there down by the water cooler ever since. I don't think Coach Eli has even looked his way. We see Mrs. Elaine Bryant sitting over there, advisor of the MAC-4 board, always serving and helping the community. That's her nature. That's what she does. The wife of head basketball coach Eli Bryant.
Inbound to Robinson and almost a turnover. Dean is a lot more physical, quicker, stronger.
That's an obvious mismatch. And
yeah.
I think they moved him up being the primary ball handler now, Anthony. Tried to draw a foul. A poor attempt at trying to draw it, but 13-point lead, you should have that ball. Anything that's thrown in the air, you have to go get it.
Yeah, Rickards real sloppy here right now, and they're going to let Florida High get back into this ball game. Out to Farland. 3 is off the mark.
He had been scoring going to the basket. Right now, Florida High is getting the calls.
And they're just about, you almost want to say they're playing a little bit with a little more energy now.
I don't know if it's they're playing with that much more energy or Rickards isn't. You know, they just hit cruise control.
Yeah, they did.
You know,
but Florida High's taking advantage of it.
Now that's true now. What is the hold? We're looking for a wet spot at half court.
Half court.
Did we see somebody slip or slide or something?
I don't think so. Not quite sure what's going on here.
Ward, I'm using this to diagram my out-of-bounds play right now. While they're doing that, I'm talking to my team, giving them my directions right now. They're going to have to come tell me to put them back on the floor. They need as much instruction as he can give them. Now, I don't know how, somebody say, what kind of floor wiper they do? I don't know what's going on. I can't blame the little kids. I like the good old days. Referee had an issue, they got the towel and cleaned it. The safety of the athletes is paramount. Let's put it in context. 5:46 left, 13-point lead. Tallahassee Rickards over Florida High. Each time they run that under basket, man-to-man, out-of-bounds play, it ends up being with a lob to half court. They never get it in bounds from it, or they have not often. Mid-range jumper, usually money.
Donaldson knocks it down. They're within 11. 49-38.
Robinson has to be a pest on defense. He has to be a pest on defense.
Sparks uses his big body.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Used his big body well, able to possibly draw the contact. Dean takes it from Robinson. That's going to be a layup on the other end. Look how excited Dean is to play defense, Coach.
Well, when Otis Young fouled out, I said I didn't think they would miss him much because of what they had coming off the bench.
Arnold with the floater.
Yeah, he's got to knock that floater down. He's missed at least 2 of them today. That's got to be his go-to shot.
Yeah, we're going to have offensive foul on Sparks.
Yeah, he was setting up that charge at half court, so
I thought he might throw the alley-oop there.
That would be an interesting pass by Gentry. They pull it back up to 15 points.
4:44 to go.
I think right now Florida High just needed some bigger bodies in there. I still would like to see Malik a little bit more aggressive on the post, both in demanding the ball and having some things set up for him. They're still at, oh, that's away from the, you got to go to the ball, Terry, you went the wrong way. This is man-to-man. You clear everybody else down. Nice trap, Gentry. Way to draw the three-pointer. I don't necessarily think that was a good move. Rickards to foul him that far out shooting that three. But INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week will take back and catch, and we'll be here to watch every one of them because they're going to take a while to clean the floor. And we're back.
Coach, I tell you one thing, if floor cleaning was an Olympic event, they'd win hands down.
For being fast or being slow?
Take your pick.
Oh. Trey is the man who wants to shoot it.
And we're going to.
And you have to remember, he's 9th grade.
I'll wipe it up again. I think we can give a tutorial on how to get the wet spots off the floors here, particularly in the 4th quarter.
Thomasville has one like that. He's in 10th grade. As a 9th grader, he wanted to shoot it just like you see Trey, but the difference was he was knocking those suckers down. Big time shoot over there at Thomasville. Picture perfect form. If you were going to have somebody watch a video on how to shoot your free throw, this is it right here. All right, here comes Mr. Physical. For Florida High, that really couldn't have worked out any better because his chances of making free throws were a lot higher than him hitting that three that he shot from NBA range. 12-point lead.
Sammy Carter lining up the three. That shot is off.
Now, who is that foul on?
That's going to be on Kai Farland.
He at least was attempting to block out. This game is slowed down, and it's actually played the Florida High's betterment on it. Good free throw there, knocks it down.
One more miracle.
13-point lead. The difference in a winning program and one that went to the Final Four last year as to one who's trying to get to the Final Four.
Darrisaw converts both free throws. 4:15 to go in the fourth quarter.
Good help defense.
Cargo for three. That's off the mark.
Basketball IQ play there.
You're winning. So there's definitely no need to try to create something there on secondary break. Threw the ball away.
12-point lead. Way to battle down there with him, Trey.
Phillip Russell with a good move.
Somebody went down to help Willis. That's usually a jumper and money right there.
Oh, Henry shot off the mark. 3:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Rickards 55, Florida High 43.
Rickards a little winded.
Arnold gets into the paint. He knocks it down.
He changed that floater up that time.
And we got a 10-point game. Florida High fan base getting excited.
And they have reason to. It was a 21-point deficit at one point. Now it's a 10-point game with plenty of time left. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week. We'll be back. And we're back. You see the man of the hour on the floor, down there, Senator, Governor, Al Lawson, Sr., over there against the wall with his son. Al Lawson III with it standing next to his dad. Both of them played basketball at Florida A&M University. From Midway, Al 3 and his dad, masterminds behind the Capital City Classic tournament. It's been going on since Al 3 was probably about 3. Senator Lawson seems like everything he runs for, he wins and then gets reelected. From the community, gives back to the community and involved in the community. Special shout out to Florida High making adjustments to their press. Not completely sure where they're going. They're lined up right now. 4 people on one side of the floor on that 2-2-1, that skip pass. They need to take away that return pass there. Oh, Rickards is going to milk the clock a little bit here. Stolen.
Oh, that's a good athletic play by Terry Arnold, and he gets fouled going to the basket here.
Yeah, a little mustard on it. Little mustard on it. Little mustard on it. Even-handed gets there with that left hand. He's been playing a long time, as we said earlier. He anticipated that pass, went and got it. 45-55. Terry Arnold at the line. He shot 2 free throws by unofficial stats, and he's made both of them. Nine-point lead, 2:58 left in the game. Off.
Rebound by Henry. Let's see if Rickards gets back into
on the wrong side, Terrion.
Gets back into trying to hold the ball a little bit.
Skip pass. You have to put a lot more pressure on the ball in that Florida High. There you go, Terrion. But somebody else has to play defense too.
Oh, Darisaw with a nice move on the baseline.
It was. That was bad defense by Willis. But go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry. You saying 2
No,
fouls?
just pointing out that that was a good move on the baseline by Darisaw.
He's made a difference since he's been back.
Could have had a 3-second violation.
He kind of camped in there for a little while. 9-point lead. Got to have pressure on this press because he's not putting enough pressure in half-court defense. You backed out the trap. You backed out the trap. Got to be close to 10. Got to be close. Willis should have came up, had that one.
Yeah, Henry threw it away.
Look, advance the ball. He's going to shoot it. He's going to shoot it. Oh, way to back it out. Nice pass.
And we'll move up to Willis. Rickards kind of is, I know they're looking to pass the ball to try to run the clock down, and they only want to get a shot if it's open. But they're throwing the ball away, not taking care of it, as they should.
Foul there.
Seems that they're more intent on trying to quickly find that open pass as opposed to taking ticks off of the clock.
Okay. Well, you got both coaches from Rickards up still coaching, and they need to because it's not over. It's not over. We learned that watching Daytona Mainland and Atlantic, didn't we?
Yes, sir, we sure did. Russell knocks down his first free throw. Gets the lead back up to 10.
A lot of it's a little unusual for them to have to clean
the floor as much as I've never seen that before, Coach.
Well, I saw it in Old Gaither Gym, but that was a long time ago.
Well, because of the condensation.
Right. Right.
But not in here. That was because of condensation in the thousands of people that was in there over the fire code.
Exactly. Exactly. You might hit this one.
Donaldson knocks it down. 8-point game now.
First three. You were putting pressure on the ball, then you stopped.
Yeah, you got to continue to put that pressure. But there's another turnover.
Wow.
Almost. Darisaw, big
basket.
Big bucket by Darisaw.
It was. And I think that's
going to do it. See right there, you want to pull that out. I know Phillip, he makes the shot, but I'd rather than pull that out and continue to run that clock down.
And that's what Coach is probably getting ready to tell them now as they pull the lead out 63-51. We're going to stay right here, but that's probably what he's telling them. The big play was the ball going out of bounds. That they say Rickards saved inbounds to the only blue jersey standing there between three white jerseys, and they stood and watched him catch the ball and finish the layup. That was a backbreaker. That's a championship play. That's how the things go the way of a champion. They make it go your way.
Yeah.
And when you haven't developed your program enough to that point, you wait for somebody else to make it happen rather than having it happen yourself.
Right. Well, Florida High will get there.
Well, Florida High will, but what they look to have happen is they look for them to be able to, they look to do it offensively. They don't always look to do it defensively. Rickards does it defensively as well as they do offensively. If the play isn't made on the offensive end, they go back and make it happen on defense. Florida High, they're young, so they look to make it happen with the ball in their hands. If they can't do it with the ball in their hands, then they hold their head down and they don't put the same type of effort. Difference in coaches. Rickards up 10 with 37 seconds to go. Coach Eli standing up with his arms crossed, giving them the glare stare. Coach Ward leaving it open for Trey to create his own shot.
And I think that's exactly when you look at what they're doing now. He came down and took a shot.
Look at Eli. Eli's got both arms extended like, what are you doing? Oh, and that's what Eli tell him. What are you doing?
Yeah, not quite sure. Definitely don't want a shot in that situation.
Right. Oh, they're running down because they want to dunk on this.
Alley-oop for Henry. To put the exclamation mark on it.
Yes, he did.
That's going to end the game.
Do you have a problem with 2 seconds left to go in the game that they go down and run an alley-oop play?
Coach, I really don't know. I almost want to say yes, but at the same instance, it's not my job to stop me from scoring.
And I think if you don't want them to score, then you don't quit playing at half court and stand there and watch it.
Because nobody else ran down. And so, I believe you got to contest everything. You got to contest every shot in this game. And so I'm not upset about the alley-oop. Little showtime, and these are kids, and that's what they're going to do. But I think the bigger issue is that nobody from Florida High ran down the court defensively.
And if you don't want them to do that to you, then you better get out and play defense and not allow them to do it. It's like football.
Yeah.
If you don't want them to score, then you need to play defense and stop them.
Yeah. I don't think it's my job to stop me. I do believe in the sportsmanship aspect of it, but at the end of the day, you got to keep playing.
And Florida High, again, they're looking, they're going to have to go back. I'm sure Christmas is coming up. Get a few days. And then you come back and you get back and you work them. I don't think that you necessarily have to work them hard unless that's, your philosophy. But right now, theirs is more psyche than everything else.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
They have to learn to be able to fight through adverse situations, and he has to find out who those players are that can help the team fight through that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just based on past experience seeing them, I think the key to them being able to do that is the better utilization of Terrion Arnold at the point. To be able to, that was last year's leading scorer, but this year he has not been involved in trying to score at all. He has to be able to convert the opportunities that he does have. When he gets into the lane and shoots his floater that he's been shooting all his life, I'm sure he has enough relatives that are going to work with him to get that down because it needs to be automatic. It seems to be something going, the MVP. Somebody from Rickards would be who? Everybody, they have not tabulated their ballot. All tournament.
Representing Rickards, Roderick Henry.
Roderick Henry, sophomore, is being awarded an all-tournament team award.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, I think so, definitely. And he wins the MVP award, Coach.
For the Capital City Holiday Classic.
That's got to be a great honor for the young man. Wins the MVP for the Capital City Classic tournament.
And the all-tournament trophy, which I didn't hear them call anybody else for the all-tournament trophy. Usually that's what, 5 or 6 players?
5 or 6 guys. I think they did earlier, but we were giving our commentary. But he was able to get awarded the MVP award. So congratulations goes out to Roderick Henry from Rickards for winning the making the all-tournament team and winning the tournament MVP.
And a 6'5" sophomore from transfer from Orlando Jones.
I believe so.
Okay, and adding a lot to this team. Again, we've now seen Rickards twice. we wondered last night when we watched them if they were going to be able to sustain the defensive intensity that we saw them play with last night. And that question got answered. They didn't have it. But what they did have was a bench that came off and guys that were really hungry and looking to play. And they sparked them because the first 3 or 4 minutes of the first half, thank you, the first 3 or 4 minutes of the first quarter and the third quarter, Florida High gave them everything they wanted. But they also were not giving them the same type of defensive intensity that they gave Plant City pretty much for 30 out of 32 minutes. Once they shifted gears, it seemed like it almost confused Florida High, and Florida High might have outthought the situation, changing defenses. And when they did, they didn't play it as well as they had played their 2-3. And see what happens playing a 2-3 when you start off with a 2-3, you're standing in a spot. It's not taking a lot of energy. When you go to a more aggressive defense, now it's a whole different mindset. So unless the guys shift their mindset to be a little bit more aggressive playing man-to-man or in traps, it takes them a while to adjust. And as a result, it took them about 4 or 5 minutes to adjust, and Rickards only needed 2 minutes to put the shift in the fourth gear, and it was over with.
Yeah, when they changed defenses and made that adjustment, they seemed to be a little confused and out of sorts with exactly what they wanted to do, and everybody was not on the same page. And as you stated, Coach, when they made that change, Rickards took advantage of it and really hunkered down and almost really put the nail in the coffin right there.
They did.
With that run that they had. I believe the score was 10-8, and the next thing you know, they were up 10, 15, 20.
They ended the first quarter 18-8, and they did that in about in a
span
minute
of
10 seconds.
Yeah, a really quick span. So they
and
took
Florida
advantage
High
of it.
when we commented on how they looked shell-shocked, like they were trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah,
And Rickards, being the veteran team that they are, they smelled the blood in the water.
Yep.
And everybody came to eat.
Yeah, absolutely. Took advantage of it. And that really pretty much was a knockout blow. And once that happened, as you stated earlier, alluded to the mental aspect of Florida High. They got down on themselves.
They did.
The body language changed.
They did.
Even though they didn't come out with the type of intensity that I thought they would, with an opportunity to play a team that was undefeated at the time, even more so when they got down, the body language changed. They started to play a little more down and not get excited. And so they got to work on the mental aspects of the game and get prepared here for going in here into the new year.
I think one of the things that they're trying to do, and in the first half, I don't know that it helped them, and they tried to go with Anthony Robinson a lot at the point guard spot, and I don't know that he was ready for the type of pressure that he saw. Now, the only way he's going to get ready is to play him, but I don't know that I would play him at the point guard spot. I think if you're trying to put him in a 3-guard rotation with Terrion and Trey, then when he goes in, even when he goes in for Terrion, let Trey go to the point and let Robinson go to the 2 so he's not the primary ball handler.
Right.
You know, when he's seeing that type of pressure, because when you run an offense and you leave him isolated at the top of the circle, they jumped on him.
Right.
And they were aggressive, and Rickards is very physical and one of the better man-to-man defensive ball clubs we've seen this year. And so for the first time, I saw Anthony look shell-shocked.
Yeah. As a coaching point, you know that when he's going to be the primary ball handler, you've already told and instructed your team that we're going to really amp up the pressure when he is in that situation. And with his size and stature at this time as an 8th grader, he's out here playing against seniors, the likes of Kelvin Dean, Otis Young. Those guys are much bigger and stronger physically at this time. And so he had a hard time being able to play against that type of competition, being the primary ball handler.
You're exactly right. Well, we appreciate everybody being here with us on the Christmas holidays coming up. From the INSiiGHTS staff and family, we'd like to wish you and yours a happy and safe holiday season. May you continue to remember the reason for the season. This is Mickey Clayton, the coach, and my partner in crime, Hank Love it hot. Hankerson. Hey, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday season to you. Remember, as we leave in party, step in the gap.